John Arrowsmith, Tactica Sacra, Episode 19. Verum ne hostem contemnere potius quam debelardere vide amor, disquirdamus pordro, quo tibicine netatur assertio smalciana, duas mihi visus est assignardere rationes sententiae suae. Arrowsmith continues, and he says, but ne vide amor, lest in order that not. So ne plus a subjunctive here is a negative purpose clause, in order that not. Some of the archaic translations use the very convenient monosyllabic English conjunction lest, but again, it's quite archaic. But in order that I not seem vide amor, lest I seem to despise my enemy, hostem contemnere, rather than actually to combat or fight against him, let us take the inquiry further. Let us ask a little bit more deeply. So we have here the independent subjunctive disquirdamus. So this is a first plural, present subjunctive, active, and it is an independent subjunctive or principale. That is a conjunctivus principalis. That is an independent, whereas vide amor is a subordinate subjunctive, conjunctivus subordinatus. Let us take the inquiry further. This is the main verb, disquiramus, as to, or let us ask further, as to on what support, quo tibicine, on. And this form, tibicine, is going to be masculine, singular, and ablative. It's a third declension noun. The first meaning has to do with playing of the flute, but the second meaning in Lewis and Short has to do with a prop, a column, or some kind of a scaffolding. So, on what support the Smalcian assertion, assertio Smalciana, rests, netatur. So let's look here a second. The main verb, disquiramus, let us question further, and then netatur here is a subjunctive, subordinate subjunctive, from the third conjugation deponent verb nitor, niti, like so. It's subjunctive, see the A. It's subjunctive because this is an indirect question. Interrogatio obliqua. This sentence is an indirect question, the subject of which is assertio, feminine singular nominative, modified by smalciana in the same gender, number, and case, and then the verb netatur and the ablative of instrument. On what support the Smalcian assertion rests. So the style here is quite nice. We begin with a subordinate subjunctive, ne vide amor, the negative purpose, a main subjunctive, independent subjunctive, disquiramus, the main one of the sentence, and then we end with another subjunctive, this one subordinate, in the indirect question. So, duas mihi visus est assignardere, etc. So, he seems to me, visus est, or it seems to me, that his assertion rests upon two principles. So how do we put this more proper? It seems proper to me to assign, assignardere, duas rationes, two reasons for his position, sententiae suae. So assignare here, of course, is a first declension, a first conjugation infinitive, assigno, assignare, and its object is rationes in the feminine plural accusative, which is modified by duas in the same gender, number, and case. If you want to read a more polished translation of that portion, I have provided one for you here.
If you enjoyed that little video lesson, please go ahead and subscribe for us, click the bell, and so forth. Check out the other videos on this page, leave a comment, and please be sure to check out our Patreon page as well.